It's Mechanic Shiv here. I've got a unique repair for you. Alright, so this car's been through 2 reverse light switches that go on the gearbox. It's a manual Hilux 2.7. Diesel, petrol, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for what type of gearbox you got, as long as you got a push button reverse switch and it's got continuity to turn it on. Now this car had an issue where it kept going through the reverse sensors and to a point where the gearbox is that worn. So it's done about 319. Gearbox is that worn where it wouldn't engage reverse gear. So what I've come up with is a unique automotive repair. Right, so we can see I've made myself a little concoction here. It includes a door striker or the door jam thing that you find in the house, a hose clamp, a steel rod. Okay, I've got my wire there, and this is all insulated from the body. You do not want to touch the body. Now you're going, what the bloody hell is that thing? And why do you have a cut open in the boot? Well, this is actually fully sealed inside here, and the actual boot is over there, buddy. So you won't be seeing all these buddies. All right. So how this works is I've got an actual wire up in there that's hose clamped on here. Now that wire also follows down here, and this will follow it later down as I go down on the gearbox side. We'll go, but I'll just show you how this works. Okay, so I've got my accessories on, and make sure you don't ground this it has to be insulated. So before I've tightened up the hose clamp here, I've wrapped electrical tape behind the actual selector. Okay, and then I've put the hose clamp on with the wire on. Right, and this is going to fix your reverse light issue. So how this works is it's going to come and hit, and the minute it hits, look at that, voila. So now you're going, well, is it going to be close to 4th gear? Well, that's something you're going to have to adjust, or you're going to have to come up with your own idea of how to do it, or you can get me to do it. Okay, my number's on the YouTube banner. But if you guys are stuck on this, look at number 4th. So this is the play. It's not going to touch. Right, I'm wiggling it now. See that, and make sure you also account for space when you're driving, because the gearbox will flex. Okay, so as soon as you go in reverse, look at that. You get a little bit of arc, but it's going to be covered by the boot. And look at that. See that? Look at that. All right. So we're going to go down and follow what these 2 wires do. So remember, we've got one wire in here, right? It's tied up, and see I've got electrical tape wrapped around it. Okay, now that's following it down. I've got this thing here. Now if you don't do this thing, you're gonna have to rebuild the gearbox, buddy. All right, because the switch ain't working. I've already tried packing washers in there, don't work. Let's go underneath. So on these things, passenger side, get underneath it. I'm on a ramp. I've got the rear wheels blocked off, handbrake on, shift spec adjusted. Alright, so I want to get down here. Okay, now you can see the wires up there. I'm going to be neatening that. I'm going to be putting some conduit, cable ties. So you follow it down here. Okay, you see that's the original switch. I've chopped that off because that switch no longer has contact within the gearbox itself. The shaft has worn out too much. I've tried packing washers, tried all that, and tried the replacement switch a couple of times, done the same thing after a few months. So now with this thing, it's always going to be in reverse. Okay, so these 2 wires come from here, and all it requires is continuity. So if you were to get a paper clip and bridge these 2 wires together, it's basically going to turn them on. So what we're doing is causing continuity between that circuit. Now what I'm going to do is conduit these, cable tied up, out of the way, allow for some flex because the gearbox will move when dumping the clutch or whatever you guys do. But yeah, that's the overall basics of it.